Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. This is Allie 108. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and so happy to see you. Thank you for everyone for following me and tuning in with this series. We're continuing our series today with the girls of BLACKPINK, and I think we are going to also touch on some of their interrelationships after I finish doing their individual readings. So today we are looking at the fourth and final member of BLACKPINK, Jisoo. I believe she's also called Kim Jisoo. And yeah, what else can I say? If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Allie. I'm a tarot reader, astrologer, psychic medium. I get messages. I do a lot on this channel. I do pick-a card readings. I do celebrity readings. And I've done also tarot medium. So yeah, I will also say that if you have any suggestions for celebrity readings or anything, write down in the comments below for me, please, because I need suggestions. So yeah, if you're new, I'll explain what we do. We are doing a past, present, future reading for Jisoo today. The first line will be past, the second line will be present, the third line will be future, and we also take a past life oracle card, kind of just for fun, and also to look at the past life impressions that the person in the reading has, because it's not ordinary to become super rich and famous. Not every person can achieve that, so there definitely are some important past life impressions that every famous and rich person has. I mean, actually we all have important past life impressions, but we're not reading on the ordinary folk so much on this channel, so whatever. Anyway guys, let's begin our reading. So we're first going to take our past life oracle looking at Jisoo today. So what do we need to know about the past life of Jisoo, about her past life impressions, about what can come up for her? Okay, thank you. Wow, something jumped out. It's really strong, I guess. Wow, religious devotion. Okay, so, you know, it is said that if a person is really pious in their life, if they do good deeds, if they bring a lot of good karma to themselves, if they bring charity, if they're very religious, in their next life, they can achieve great things. Like they can be born in a rich family, they can you know, be famous, be very beautiful. It's like these very pious things come back in very good ways in the next life. So yeah, I do feel a lot of that from her. I don't know if she's religious at all actually herself in this lifetime, but I get the feeling that she believes in spirituality. I do get the feeling that she has some kind of spiritual understanding, that things are not simply like material. She may be someone who occasionally prays, or it may even be a little bit Christian. I don't know. I get the feeling, that kind of feeling from her, like at times she just gives thanks to God for what she has in her life. I feel like she's aware that being famous is not easily obtained and not so easily maintained as well. Like, she's super rich and famous, people want her for everything, but I feel like she's aware that one wrong step could like ruin everything for her, or really ruin her image. I feel like she's very concerned with her public image. Yeah, so we are gonna look at the past of this present life for her now. So asking, what comes up with the past of Jisoo's life? Please tell us. Freedom. Wow. Constraint. But what I'm feeling with this is constraint. I no longer want this fiery ring of restraint to block the good. Release me from its bonds. Wow. I feel her like she's a person who's had a lot of pressure on her in her life. Like maybe from parents, from family, from whoever. I feel like I get this image and this feeling of her, like, as a child, having parents who like trained her, like we want her to perform, we want her to do good, you have to be the best, you have to be number one, you have to be this, you have to. I get that feeling of like some kind of constraint, like pushing her strongly, like, I just want to be free, I want to be a free bird. She's now around 30 years old, so it's August 2025, and I feel like she's becoming more free in herself as the years go by, but even still, I feel like she has this restraint in her. She has this ingrained in her from a young age, and it's hard for her to break free of it. I feel like she wants to. I feel actually like with the music producers and the dance choreographers and everything, I feel like they've tried and they've worked a lot with her in the past and maybe presently also to try to get her to loosen up, especially with dancing. Like, try to get her to loosen up and be flow more, like flow into the music. And I want to say also that I get the message with this card that singing has been really good for her. It's been really healing or freeing for her to sing, you know, like a bird, to release that, because with the throat chakra, it's, you know, if you feel you need to be free within yourself, the tongue is the place to start. Like, there's kind of a saying, or like a concept, you can say. There's a concept that if you are too restrained, to loosen up yourself, it can start with the tongue, you know, with how you speak, with how you get your words out, with how you express yourself in that way. So I feel that singing has been very good for her. I feel acting, well, I know she started with show business, Korean show business, in acting rather than with K-pop. Acting has been very good for her as well. I feel like from a young age, she found her niche and love in acting especially. And then doing K-pop, trying to dance, trying to sing, put herself out there like that, it was another kind of freedom for her. I feel like she was discovering something new within herself in that. And I feel she's worked really, really hard in the K-pop sphere. I feel like acting comes more naturally to her, and the K-pop singing and dancing is like more of a challenge for her, is what I feel. She's worked hard for it. It doesn't come as naturally to her as acting does. So let's see what else comes up in her past. Okay, spilled milk, regret, accidents happen. Don't sweat the small stuff, mistakes, leave it in the past, it's over, cannot be changed, disappointing, clean up time, let it go, minor problems. So I want to say I feel this card coming up about her past romantic relationship especially. I do know that she was briefly in a relationship in 2023. I'm sorry, I forget his name, guys. I'm not very good with Korean names, but if you are a fan, you know who I'm talking about. So yeah, it was the friend of her co-star on the Snowdrops series, and I feel like she had some regret about that relationship. It's like, I feel she had regret as soon as it began, and that's why it ended so quickly. I kind of feel like she broke up with him. I could be wrong, but I kind of feel like she broke up with him, and she feels like the whole thing was a mistake. And I feel her like she's kind of avoiding dating. She's avoiding getting involved with anyone because I feel like she doesn't want it to blow up in her face, especially. I feel like she is so protective of her career on screen and her career as a K-pop star as well, that she doesn't want anything to come between her and her career. So I feel she's going to be very, very careful with whoever she gets together with, but I see her thinking also about how she's getting older. She's nearly 30 now, I suppose. And I see her thinking about her future, like, what do I want? I'm getting older, I'm almost 30, or I'm 30, and do I want children? Do I want a husband? Do I want a family? I feel like she's going to realize that for herself before the age of 35. I feel like she will be married before 35. I'm getting the number 32 coming up, so I feel like there could be someone coming into her life like out of the blue, and I feel like maybe she could even be set up with someone. I don't know if there are like arranged marriages within the Korean, I don't know, what do you call it? Hollywood? I don't know. Korean Hollywood, within Korean show business. I feel like maybe at times there are arrangements done between agents or managers, like, because I feel there's such a fine line that some of these stars walk on in the Korean show business industry, that like I feel they have to work super hard to maintain their career, because I feel there's a lot of people like overthrowing each other, a lot of backstabbing, a lot of like, I want to be number one and push you down. I feel like there's a lot of that. So people are, I feel the stars in the Korean industry are very careful with who they trust. I feel like that's also why so many of the stars remain close with their families, because in some sense you can really only trust your family in this, if you're in this industry. So yeah, Jisoo, I feel also with the spilled milk, like there have been some sensitivities with her in the past, like feeling like she's not doing good enough, not performing good enough. Especially I feel she may feel like she is not as famous as the other girls in BLACKPINK internationally, because I do get that feeling from her, like it may keep her up at night even thinking like, okay, why are they followed more than me, you know? It's kind of like the odd one out, the one who's like left behind, you know what I mean? So I really do feel like these should be little things for her, because I feel like in the future she's going to be successful in herself, and I see her being famous, having her face on the screen at least for quite a long time, like a long time in her life. I feel she's going to be acting for her whole life. Yeah, that's the thing. I do see her. Okay, let's talk about her future in the future line. Let's focus right now on the tarot. So, what's coming up for Jisoo's past? What do we need to know about her past, please? Magician, yeah. High Priestess. Wow. What else? Five of Cups. Two of Wands. Four of Pentacles. Take one more. What's this? Oh, but there's also this. Six of Wands. And there's a bonus that came out. So there's a secret that we have to know about her past coming up. So I see here with Five of Cups, if we're just seeing Five of Cups, I feel like the opportunity of getting into BLACKPINK felt like 1 in a million to her. Like she couldn't believe it. I also feel like it could have been something through connections that she already had, because she was already acting and involved in the Korean entertainment industry before she got into BLACKPINK. So I feel like with the magician here, I don't know who her parents are. Maybe some of you know, but I feel like they could be well connected, because I mean, to get into acting on series when you're so young is not like, it's not so easy. So yeah, I do feel like she had some connections, and maybe that is why she was able to get into BLACKPINK as she did. I see with the High Priestess here as well. It's like some secret person in the background making those things happen, you know. Magician, like, it's when you materialize something from nothing. Like, she didn't exactly come out of nowhere, you know. She had some things around her that she could leverage and use to find herself in the K-pop sphere. With the Five of Cups, I feel like she has had many disappointments with being actually part of BLACKPINK, I believe. With Two of Wands, it's like feeling like I'm out of control, or like I don't have control in what I'm doing here. I don't know what I'm doing here, is what I'm hearing. I don't know what I'm doing here. And I know that she has helped write some songs for the albums of BLACKPINK as well. And I feel like she's tried in the past to be like involved in different facets and different ways in the group. Like, for whatever reason, she got into the group, and I feel like there's no way that they could have removed her at all. Actually, I'm feeling that because I feel it's something to do with connections. I don't know why. That she can't be removed because of some kind of family connections maybe that she has. So with Four of Pentacles here and Six of Wands here, with Four of Pentacles and Six of Wands, like, I feel things got really solid for her with BLACKPINK, in particular BLACKPINK, but also with her acting career. I feel her being very happy when her big time acting career started taking off. Especially that Snowdrop series. I see her being very happy to work on that series. And I feel that Snowdrop series has made her more grounded, or more like happy, more confident in her life and what she's been doing. With Four of Pentacles, it's like I feel she has been comfortable or felt secure with the money that she was making from being in BLACKPINK, basically, and touring and everything. Also, like, feels like, okay, I'm not worried about losing my position here. I know I'm gonna be here. I'm famous, really famous now, and I see her solo album also as being something that made her gain confidence in herself. So yeah, I feel like it's been a progression of feeling doubtful or ill confidence to like being more confident in herself. I feel like we're gonna keep seeing her get more and more confident with what she's doing with BLACKPINK, with her dancing. I feel like we're gonna see her being more kind of fluid and open. I do feel she will have a second studio album independently from BLACKPINK. That is a thing. But what is the secret thing coming up here about her past? What do I need to know? Oh, Six of Pentacles. Number 6 is about details, capability, and I feel like she has more hidden talents, actually. She has a Capricorn sun. I didn't check the rest of her chart, but she's a Capricorn sun, and I feel like she's a very capable woman. I actually get the message from this. Maybe she's very good in academics or very good at maths. I feel like she may be a very good writer as well. Like, she has kind of these academic talents. I get a word coming up, which is PhD, for whatever reason. I don't know how educated she is, but like, I feel that she is someone who has these kind of hidden talents. Like, she's really smart, I feel. Really, she has a certain intelligence about her, and she has a certain elegance about her as well that people can really admire, and that I feel that's why she has been chosen for these classical fashion brands like Dior as a brand ambassador. So yeah, you see here with the brand, I get that brand ambassador energy here as well. She has a kind of like regal elegance to her. Okay. Let's see what comes up for her present. What's going on with Jisoo presently? What are her feelings, emotions? What does she feel about being in the group? About her personal life, love life? Thank you. Grief. Oh no. Tears are what happen when the ice in the heart melts. I feel like she has some anxiety about being in the group, actually. I feel like she's getting more pleasure from her solo endeavors and from her acting endeavors, especially her acting endeavors. But you see here also, tears are what happen when the ice in the heart melts. So I feel like at the present moment, she's really thankful for the things that are bringing her peace of mind and pleasure, basically. Like she's finding the things that she does love while she's still in Blackpink. I feel like Blackpink is a struggle for her, actually. And acting is a relief. She feels good when she is on the set. What else comes up in her present moment? This one. Bonfire, enthusiasm, energy, heated, intense joy, ignite passion, ecstasy, exhilaration, spark, community, sharing ideas, getting things done, fanaticism, fever, fierce. So with number 1 here, it's Aries energy, and with number 9 here, it's Sagittarius energy. And it makes me feel that she is finding herself. I feel like she's maturing. She's maturing a lot. She's coming into a mature age, and she's realizing the things that she truly loves and she truly likes. I feel like she's connecting with people that she does have real friendships with. I also do get the feeling that there may be a man in her life that she is talking to, but I feel it is really hush-hush, really secret. I don't feel it's anyone that has been suspected or anyone that has been rumored, but I do feel like this guy is in her life. She talks to him. She has romantic feelings for him. They could be meeting in secret, like very secret, and I feel he's super rich. I feel I get the message that he actually belongs to some dynasty, Korean. He is Korean. He belongs to some dynasty of rich people. I feel like he could be an actor on screen, but I feel like it's not his primary thing. I get a feeling that his father owns some kind of corporation and he has done acting just for fun, so it hasn't been a very serious thing for him. I feel like he hasn't been like a leading role in anything like that. And I don't necessarily know if it's one of her co-stars as well. He could have been somewhere in the background or something, on something that she was acting in, but I feel like he's not a super famous person. So let's see what comes up in the tarot. I feel like his main claim to fame is being part of that dynasty, is what I want to say. So what comes up for Jisoo's present? 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, something about a relationship. Number 7 is the number of the house of relationships. So there is some kind of person that she's talking to, I feel. She's thinking more about getting together with someone. That's what comes up. Page of Cups. She doesn't like having to hide herself, but I feel like hiding herself is important. She feels it's very important for her image. Until she gets potentially engaged with someone, I feel she's not going to want that information to be out there. So it's going to be very, very secret for her. The Hermit, yes. Private. There's a certain private energy about her that she doesn't want things to be public for her. 10 of Cups. She is thinking about her happiness, her future life. What does she want? Empress. Looks like she wants to have a child. She's thinking about having children because this Empress on this card is pregnant. It's all about female fertility. The pomegranate is a symbol of female fertility as well. So she's thinking about having her home, having her castle, so to speak, and having a happy family life, I believe, of her own, not just being the daughter, finally being the mother. I get that feeling. I don't feel like she is truly going to actually have a baby anytime very soon, but I do feel like we can see that within the next 5 years. Devil. The devil is a devil in reverse. There are things which you could say haunt her. Things which she feels are a barrier to her, to fulfilling the things which worry her. Like, I feel she worries about finding someone and worries about having a child in the future, and like the things that are like the devil that worry her are basically her career, like being too busy in her career. And I feel she thinks about that a lot. Like, she thinks about how she's getting older and how she still doesn't have anyone, and doesn't have like a child. I feel she has a desire for that, really. It's coming up. So we can look at her future now. I'm sure everyone is wondering what's up with her future. What is it going to be? We're looking at whole life future. Life is short, friends, so let's read it. So, non-duality. Let your authentic humanity shine forth while also bowing to the inner divine. You can become fluent at doing both. So I feel like, you see, you can become fluent at doing both. In the future, I feel she is going to balance her family life and her career life. And I do feel like in the future, there may be a time where she decides to step away from BLACKPINK and do less with the music industry, I feel. Because I feel her like she would prefer to be in the film industry rather than the music industry. And she will be a super mom, I feel. And I feel like Korean, now I don't know if it happens so much in Korea like it does in America, but I feel like there are going to be like tabloid pictures saying like, oh, here's Jisoo with her child, with her son. I feel she's going to have a son. With her little son, he's all dressed up, he's wearing like Gucci, Burberry, Dior, and Chanel kids line. Like, her son is going to be a fashion icon, I believe. And he may be a model. I'm seeing her son being a model actually in magazines for top high fashion brands for kids lines of clothes. I'm seeing this. So what else comes up in her future? Within a few weeks, there's some secret that's going to be revealed about her within a few weeks. With number 8. And right now it is August 2025. I want to ask, what is that secret? What is that secret coming up for her within a few weeks? Okay. Now, I do know that she was involved in martial arts when she was younger. I'm hearing ambassador, brand ambassador, or ambassador or something. I feel like she could be doing something with sport. I do know, I read on her Wikipedia that she did something with yoga. Yoga wear, maybe yoga fashion. We see her with number 9 and with Capricorn coming up. It is like being an ambassador or a voice or an important person for some kind of business venture, for some kind of business. So I do feel the energy of brand ambassador for sportswear. I'm actually seeing Nike right now. Could be like Nike Asia or something like this. Within a few weeks, I feel like she could be signing a new contract with a new company to put herself out there as the brand ambassador. Interesting. She works hard. She works really hard at what she does with everything. We'll say that. So what do we need to know about her future? What comes up? Knight of Wands. Okay. She's going to have a passionate love affair with someone. Judgment. A lot of people are going to say, wow, we didn't know Jisoo had it in her to be with such a man. Queen of Wands. She's going to start showing herself who she truly is. She's going to grow into herself. Nine of Pentacles. I see her becoming this strong woman of full confidence, believing in herself, no self-doubt, taking life by the horns and doing only what she wants to do with Tower. With the Tower card, I do get that energy of her having a falling out, I feel, with fellow bandmates, I suppose. With BLACKPINK, I believe, with the Tower. Or with the Tower, I do feel something like some false image of her crashing down. Like she's going to really show herself. I feel her like a bird in a cage, and she's finally, see her with this restrained bird. She's finally going to get free from those restraints that were put on her at such a young age. Those mental blockages that I feel her parents even put on her. These expectations. She's going to get free from this. So what else comes up? Ten of Swords. In a way, some of these voices are going to hurt, but I feel she'll say, I don't care anymore. I have to be free. I have to be who I am. And you see here, it's like the old me has to die in order for something new to blossom, to grow. So I do feel she will get free. She'll be freeing herself and become this image of a strong woman. And maybe even a woman who stood up to people in the industry. Like, finally, I've had enough. Enough is enough. I've had enough. I can't do it anymore. I can't tolerate it anymore. I have to be me. I have to be who I am. I feel like that will happen with the reveal of a love relationship partner for her. It's going to give her new strength, this person coming into her life. And also, I did get a feeling that with the film industry, I feel she may become a director. I see her directing films, and I see her directing music videos as well. I see her producing a series. I see her like as executive producer for some series. She's gonna make a lot of money with that, and I feel we may see her in the future as really like a film director. Like we might see some things coming up saying written and directed by Kim Jisoo. So watch out for that, I would say. She has got quite a lot of talent on her, and I feel her family dynasty is going to continue that on. I feel like she'll have one son again, and that son is also going to be famous. He's going to be famous forever, and I feel like she's going to be famous till she's really, really old. I feel like she may even come to be known as one of Korea's greatest female directors, actually. Film director, TV series director, or Netflix series director, whatever. And I feel her son growing up and still being in the spotlight, and him doing interviews in the future talking about his mother. Because I feel like she's going to be so prolific in the film industry in Korea, that she will have tribute shows to her when she's like passed away, or like when she's dead. I feel she will live to a very old age, but like when she's long gone, I feel they're gonna have her son and maybe his wife or grandkids on some talk shows and stuff, and do some shows like, oh, remembering Jisoo. So I feel like there is going to be a big remembrance of her in the future. She has yet to shine in the way that she can. I would say I feel she's not in the thing that is exactly right for her right now. She has a good vision. I feel she has a good acting vision, direction vision, and that is where she's going to shine more than being on stage and dancing like this. It's not her true place. It's not the place that she needs to be. So yeah, friends, that's it for today. If you like this reading, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more readings, comment down below if you have any suggestions, and until next time, wish you all the best, love and light, and take care. Bye.